Let's talk about small tips and tricks as to how to become more responsible, how to start to shift the habits of the subconscious mind. One easy trick that I always use when somebody is having a hard time pulling themselves up from the hole, from the emotional hole, is stop breathing. Stop breathing. Just stop breathing. You see, when you're having an emotional event, more than likely is as high as it is as stressful as it is, as important in your list as it is, because you're seeing it with a specific perspective. Example. My kids are having a screaming match. They are upset at each other because they're not sharing or X or Y. They're having a screaming match, they're upset. In their field of view, nothing exists except that which they're focused on, right? So it's the only thing, the only piece of information that they're allowing into the reality. Now, if I come in and I break that attention, I do something, doesn't matter what it is, I could potentially create a fake emotional stress. Like, when I say fake, I mean like I could fake that I'm angry and just be like, stop, right? But I create that emotional stress for them that they immediately are able to break free from the vicious loop of attention, and they're like, oh, that is angry, so now I have to not even care about that, right? So now I'm just worried about him being angry, right? And it could be done many different ways. If you're a parent, I'm not recommending you to go into anger mode just to help your kids go out of anger mode. You can do it with some type of expression. You can put a wig or whatever. I mean, there's tons of options that I'm not thinking of right now. But the point of it is that an emotional event is only that stressful, that high on your list, because you're seeing it from a specific perspective. Think of this. I might be worried about what somebody's thinking of me, the judgment from somebody. It could be somebody that I truly love and need in my life. It could be between like a couple, between kids, parents, brothers, sisters, doesn't matter, but somebody that it's important to me, and I'm my attention is like, why are they saying this, or why are they thinking about these, and that's eating my attention, that's sucking my attention away into that tiny little speck of nothing. And then something really important happens. Somebody has an illness, somebody ends up in the hospital, have some type of really stressful, and then everything else like, oh, what? Oh, that petty thing? Oh, I'm sorry, it was just my bad, right? Like that doesn't really matter. And that happens very, very often, where we're having an emotional event, but it's completely thrown out of proportion because that's the only thing that we're focusing on. So it becomes like the main event in our lives until something else bigger happens. So going back to the tool, stop breathing. If you try to stop breathing for 3 minutes, at some point the problem becomes completely irrelevant. The problem, as big as it might be, becomes completely irrelevant. I don't know if you watched the movie before where somebody's gonna kill somebody else, and they have it underwater, right? And then they bring him out of the water, and he is breathing. In that fraction of a second, he's still gonna get killed. But for that fraction of a second, the guy is like, air, right? That's the way it feels. If I'm connected to a problem, it might feel like it's the biggest problem I've ever faced. But if I stop breathing for a few minutes, I'm gonna forget about the problem, and I'm gonna pay attention to the fact that I need air. And once I have my attention on I need air, I need oxygen, that moment when I breathe, I will allow myself to feel nothing but gratitude. And that is where you start to change the direction of your experience. If you've been feeling sad, if you've been feeling angry, if you're feeling whatever it is that you're feeling that you don't want to feel, stop breathing. In a very short time, you're gonna be able to break away the attention from the issue, and you're gonna have a little bit of room to think about gratitude. Once that happens, if you try, actually, if you really have your direction, your intention on gratitude, you'll be able to keep that line of feeling, that line of thought. If you don't really care for it, you'll go back to the same problem. That's up to you. I cannot really do anything about it. But I often tell my clients, just stop breathing. Your homework for this week or this month or this year is gonna be stop breathing. Every time you even start to think about that problem, even begin to think about the person or the whatever it is, stop breathing. Until the only thing you can think of is air. In that moment, take a deep breath in, feel gratitude, and then don't lose that path, that sight. So it's a small thing, and the problem is not that it's simple and that it's what it is. The problem is that we don't do it because often we love drama. I tell this to everybody. We love drama. We just love drama. We don't like to admit it. We don't like to agree to it. Like, no, I don't like drama. Everybody does. I don't. No, you love drama. I love drama, and the proof is the fact that there's so many tools, simple, accessible tools that you can do, but you might not be doing because it's just easier to go with the duality, with the drama, with the pain and suffering of life, when it can be, as a matter of fact, such a beautiful experience. So I know that you do care about change because you're here, you're watching the video. If you're still here, it only means you do care about change. So in your case, I would highly recommend you to do this exercise. As simple as it is, it's transformational because you're breaking the habit of the past thought. You're breaking the habit of feeling, sad, angry, whatever it is. Anyway, thank you so much for being with me through this video. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one.